Hey everybody, it's Father Philip here with Fridays with Father Phil. This weekend, the second Sunday of Easter, we celebrate Divine Mercy. And we can see that in the gospel story of even though they had to lock the doors of the place they were, Jesus came and stood in their midst. And he said to them, "Peace be with you." That's what we're all looking for. The love of the Lord and peace of Jesus Christ in our hearts. And so as we continue to be in our domestic churches, how's patience doing? How's your tolerance doing? Even with Jesus, they couldn't keep him in the tomb behind a rock. And even though they had locked the doors, he came right in. So let me share with you a story of what divine mercy might look like and what peace be with you translates to. I'm going to tell you a story about old Mrs. Casey. The young girl's mother enjoyed taking care of elderly people. Every holiday and birthday, she'd send cookies or Easter eggs or something. And she wanted to instill in her children it was important to take care of your elders. So she told her one day, "You're going to visit Miss Casey. You're going to go over and visit her. You're going to sit and talk with her. And just visit." Well, this young girl named Josie was not too thrilled. "How come the boys? The guys are out playing. How come I can't stay home?" "You're going to go visit Miss Casey." Well, Josie didn't want to visit Miss Casey because Miss Casey had cancer. In fact, her cancer was on her nose, and she had no nose, and she had a bandage from her eyes to the top of her lip. That wasn't bad enough. Josie said, "Ma, she smells." And her mother said, "Josie, go and be with Miss Casey." Well, Josie did that for a couple of weeks, and she finally said, "Mama, I had enough. Send one of the boys." That's all Josie's mom needed to hear to make sure that Josie kept going. Well, it came to November, and Josie's mom said, "I'm inviting Mrs. Casey to Thanksgiving dinner." Josie's face fell, because Thanksgiving was her favorite holiday. She loved the baked jams with, the marshmallow melted on top of it. And she said, "Oh, Ma, Miss Casey's going to smell at the table, and it'll be so embarrassing, and I probably won't be able to eat anything." She said she's coming. So there they all were at Thanksgiving dinner with Miss Casey sitting around the table with the family, and Josie kept her eyes politely averted and kept her head down so she wouldn't have to look at Miss Casey. And then the food started coming around, and she saw the marshmallow yam potatoes coming her way, and wouldn't you know, her brother Paul took two. Now in her family, the rule was you take one of everything until everybody gets served. But Paul knew that Josie wouldn't say anything because it was company. Well, came to Mrs. Casey, old Miss Casey. She counted the rest of the people around the table, and she realized there wasn't going to be enough for everybody. So she just let the marshmallow yams pass. Came to Josie, and she took the last one. But Josie said something came over, and she said she knew she had the common sense to cut it in half and share with Miss Casey. And then she said the strangest thing happened. She looked at Miss Casey and saw a beautiful woman. She didn't see the bandages or the cancer. And she didn't smell the strange odor. She just knew it was supposed to happen this way. Divine mercy looks different for each of us. We may think we're doing something, but God's doing something to us. We may be behind locked doors of fear and distrust, but God will come and be with us. So as you and I continue this Easter season with our domestic churches, Tell some stories of what you grew up, how you grew up, and some of the celebrations you had, and how family was when you were growing up, and how you reached out to each other. In terms of divine mercy, God can use us. In terms of being behind locked doors, God will walk on through. And he'll ask us, be my hands, be my voice, be my presence to those who have left, who have less than we do. So on this second Sunday of Easter, enjoy the readings, pray the prayers, but most of all, pray for each other, and that your patience will endure, and your kindness will be seen. Can I get an amen? All right, we'll see you next Friday.